Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dr. Pillai's Light Body Global Forum. So thank you, Dr. Pillai, for being with us here after the break. So this next segment is all about science and the light body. You gave us a brief introduction about what that is. Could you please expand upon that? And then later we'll be met with medical doctors during this segment to talk about this topic as well.
I met a scientist who had his pituitary removed, and also know another doctor whose thyroid had been removed, but they are alive. As far as pituitary is concerned, I know from my understanding of the pituitary from the spiritual point of view, it is the place where the soul stays. So I began to think that maybe this guy is living without a pituitary. So what does that mean? So is he living without a soul? I just started asking the question myself. Then he told me that he has to take all the hormones secreted by the major gland, by the pituitary, that keeps him alive. Then I began to think that well, then life is just chemicals that he is taking in these chemicals that duplicate the work of the hormones, and that's why he's living. So then life equals some chemicals. Then I just dwelt on it and then began to think more about it. And this brings me to a couple of things that I forgot to mention in my first presentation. That's about turning the body into light through the use of herbs. One of the things that I want to introduce to people is the use of herbs to turn the body into light. One was introduced by Swami Ramalingam. There are many herbs within the Tamil Siddha tradition that can promote the light body. And the one that he really wanted to introduce was Eclipta alba. You know, it's a particular Eclipta alba with yellow flowers, not with the white flowers. That he says will do the job of promoting the light body. But then there are other herbs which I probably will introduce you to all of you down the road when we are doing the program. The primary herb is Eclipta alba. That's the botanical name. Karisale is the Tamil name for it. Now, so that makes sense to me. So the Siddhas are scientists, and their science is far more sophisticated than what our science is. Now, I don't know if you know about a branch of science within the pharmacology called chronopharmacology. A friend of mine at the University of Pittsburgh, when I was at the University of Pittsburgh, we used to have a lot of conversation on chronopharmacology. He was a psychiatrist working on a research project on chronopharmacology. So what it means is, you take Tylenol, that's what you were studying, during daytime versus nighttime. It works differently. So this is from chronopharmacology, the effect of time on the chemical. The Siddhas knew that, but he was only studying the diurnal and the nocturnal rhythms. But there are time frames, like even hour by hour, like the Horas, or the major 5 decisions of time called Panchang is another time. There is death time, there is life time, there is happy time, there is poison time, Rahu, Kala, Yamakanda, and these are all divisions of the time. I said, you know, what is the effect of these time on these chemicals? Yes, they do affect. The chemicals are never remain the same as inert. So the siddhas, when you take the eclipta alba, what happens is you have to keep the life of the plant even if after it is harvested. So you have to really negotiate with the plant before you even harvest it. This is what the siddhas ideal methodology is. Not only that, it's not going to work the same way as it's going to work for somebody. So if it works for you, it will work for others too. But then if you want to maintain the potency of the chemicals within the planet or the life energy within the planet, you have to harvest the plant on the day you were born, on the nakshatra you were born, the star you were born. So if the eclipta alba has to work better for you, the 100%, then you have to go and also harvest it on the birth star day. They have stipulations like that. It's almost, I wouldn't say impossible, very hard to manufacture a drug like that. So I'm going to do my best to do it on a time that, it still will work, like 80% will work if it is done properly. And then energize it with sound waves. Okay, then it becomes completely full.